Hello, I hope everyone is having a good day. It's me, ordinary girl trying to be fabulous. I just wanted to hop on here for a couple minutes and talk about my struggles, some of my struggles. And I also wanted to let you know before we get started that I am going to talk about disordered eating. So I wanted to give you a heads up in the event that that is a trigger for you and let you know that that's what we're going to talk about. So you could click off the video. So with that said, let's get started. Um, so my problem is binge eating. I've heard it called the binge monster, and that is a very good way to describe it, because that's how it feels when I start binging. Like one of the things is I like to eat good food. I believe I'm a good cook. I'm also very good at baking. So, family birthday parties, get-togethers, stuff, picnics, church. I'm always baking something good, and I like to eat that something good too. So that's my one of my problems is eating and baking. And and then with the binge monster, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to describe. I can't quite wrap my mind around it. So all I can think of, like I said, I keep calling it the binge monster, and that's what it is. That's basically what it is. You get this thought in your head that, I want to eat seconds and thirds. I don't need them, but I want to eat them. And I'm going to eat them. And you can't talk yourself out of it. If you know, if you've never struggled with it, then you're probably like, well, just tell yourself no. That doesn't work. So, yeah, my issue is the binge monster. I remember one binge. It was back in November. It was before Thanksgiving, and I think no, I know it was the worst binge of my life, the worst one I ever had. I mean, I was watching some videos and I was snacking, and I am sure that I ate 2 or 3 thousand calories, 5, 6 thousand calories in about the process of 2 to 3 hours. I I'd never done that before in my whole entire life. Never. So after doing that, and I didn't feel good afterwards, you never do. I went to bed. It was in the evening. It's when most of my binges happen. And I went to bed, and in the small hours of the morning, oh, I was so sick. Oh, I was sure I was gonna throw up. Oh, I'm getting secondhand just thinking about it. And I was sure I was gonna throw up. So I spent a couple hours feeling like I was gonna throw up. And the worst part about it was I had this these thoughts in my head that I would get the thought in my head, and I would say to myself, well, you're gonna throw up. Why not just get your toothbrush, stick your toothbrush in down your throat, and make yourself throw up, and you'll feel a lot better. Oh well. I knew that that would be the start of a slippery slope, so I did not do that. Um, I just, because, I didn't want to start down that path. I already had binge eating problems bad enough. And I knew that once I started making myself throw up, that I wouldn't stop, because I have a bad habit of really, really getting into doing things that, you know, overdoing them. Like, like I mentioned, I do the baking. So, I might eat a piece of cake or two. I'm pretty good with sweets. I do like sweets and sweet stuff and cake. Oh, I love cake. But I am really like savory things. So I can eat a bag of chips very easily. When you're standing in the grocery store line and they have those little bags of chips in the impulse buy section, and I sit there and I think, oh look, little um, cheddar flavored chips, because I don't want to mention any brand names because reasons. So little cheddary flavored chips. Oh, those look so yummy. So I'll pick up the bag and I'll look at the back, and that little bitty bag has three or four servings in it, and I know myself. I know that if I get a bag, one of those little bags with three or four servings of chips in it, I know I'm gonna eat the whole bag. So I just put it back. And then you have the other things, the candy, because I don't really like sweets, but I do eat them. I like chocolate from time to time, and so the little candy bars and things at the checkout counter that are calling my name. Sometimes, and it's like I pick up the little candy bar that's calling my name. Oh, pardon me. I pick up the little candy bar that's calling my name, and I look at that. I mean, it's just a little bitty candy bar and it's got 3 servings in it. So then I know, I'm going to eat the whole thing. I'm not going to stick to 3 servings. I'm not going to be able to break this into 3 servings and eat it. So in that regard, I do okay. Sometimes I slip up, and with the pandemic going on in the world, that makes it a little more difficult, because I spent many hours at home, not quite knowing what was going on in the world, feeling very worried and anxious. And whenever I feel worried and anxious, I usually eat. So that was hard. You've heard of the quarantine. Yeah, I gained the quarantine. And that's why I started this channel, because I'm trying to lose the quarantine plus the other 10 that I gained that I want to get rid of. And so, let's see, I talked about November. I haven't binged as bad as I did on that one November night since, but I still do binge sometimes, and it's really difficult because I sit there and think, well, oh, I can always start over again tomorrow morning. My favorite saying, and I saw it on my fitness and wellness website that I use from time to time, and it says, if you noticed your tire was flat, you wouldn't go around and make the other 3 tires flat. So I try to keep that in mind, and that doesn't always work because, like I said, I have the quarantine. And then, so I've been able to, work on that, and I've been working on that. I've been trying to develop coping mechanisms to help with when I feel, stressed, anxious, when my brain is like, okay, we're stressed and anxious. We want to eat. We want to eat that whole bag of chips. Well, I'm working on the coping mechanisms to realize that eating the whole bag of chips isn't going to help my problems. I ask myself if that will help, and it won't. Another favorite saying I've seen is, if the problem isn't hunger, the solution isn't food. or overeating or something like that. You know, I really should look up these quotes before I make them, but they just come to my mind. I'm just like, I did write a couple of notes, but I'm really just talking, you know, from my heart right now, because this is a very, very important thing to me, because it's something I struggle with, and it's something I know that others struggle with. And, you know, so it's from the heart. I hope you see my heart. I just wanted to talk to y'all today about that, and hopefully we can overcome this together. And that's all I have to say. If I'm going to keep rambling, it's going to be a much longer, get more boring, and I don't want to do that. So with that, I will sign off to let you know that this is the channel you never asked for and the one you didn't need. And I hope you'll come back and join me again soon, so that we can talk about some other stuff that's fun, you know, not just depressing problems. Okay, well, thank you. You know, if you like my video, I hope you subscribe. I hope you like it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, so that, you know, I can see you again soon, so that you'll know when I publish another video. Okay, well, I'll see y'all soon. Okay, bye.